So we are in the newest Snapshot 18W09A, and there is a lot of stuff to cover. As you can see around me, there's a lot of changes. So let's go over the new wood first. So over here we have the first new wood, which is bark blocks. So as you can see, it has the outside texture of an oak of logs, but on all 6 sides. Now if we right click all of these, it'll do like a really weird peeling noise, and you'll get the stripped logs, which are basically the inside of a log, but without the bark on the outside. Now there's also the variants of pressure plates and the variants of buttons. I'll just show you that right here, and also the new trapdoors. But that's not as exciting as what we're going to cover over here. So the next new block is over here, which is the new Prismarine stairs and Prismarine slabs. So here are the Prismarine stairs and the Prismarine slabs in all of its glory. So I think, in my opinion, they should use this in ocean monuments to make them look more detailed and round and stuff. So that's just my angle, but you could use this for a lot of stuff, like building a really cool aquarium. I could see that being used, so let's move on. Next thing is the stuff in the actual ocean. So over there you can already see some salmon, and there's some cod, so we'll get onto that later. Kelp. Let's start with the boring stuff. This is kelp. What is kelp? Those long thingies that you find in the ocean. Here's some kelp right now. You punch it, you get kelp. Well, you just got kelp, and you can place it back if you really want to. And yeah, it's pretty boring on its own, but you can do a lot of stuff with this now. The sun is setting. I will be right back. Okay, we are back, and now the sun is shining, and now it's not going to get dark anymore. So moving on from kelp. So once you get this kelp, put it into a furnace, and let's get some coal. So if you put kelp into a furnace, it will turn into dried kelp, as you see right about now. So dried kelp, you can actually eat it, but I'm not going to show that right now. And if you put 9 pieces of dried kelp in a crafting table like that, you get the dried kelp block. So if we take it out, this is what it looks like. It kind of looks like a birthday present, actually. Like, maybe you can use this for a Christmas build, like for birthday presents, but that's a really weird colored birthday present. So moving on to the next block, coral. So right now this is only a creative only feature. They haven't added it into the actual oceans yet. So if we put them over here, this is what they look like. They're really vibrant and really colorful. But here's the thing. They only work in water. So right now, as you can see, there's water next to it. But if I put them up onto the land with no water next to them, they turn into dead coral. So basically, this is a living block in Minecraft. I don't know what you could use this for. Maybe if you want like a coral colored bridge in the water, but right now it's pretty useless. It's just a pretty block. So this, however, this is probably, for me, one of the more useful things. Bubble columns. So they can spawn naturally with magma on the ocean floor, bubble columns sucking down, but there's 2 versions. There's soul sand bubble columns, which, well, the bubbles will go up. Actually, let's go a bit lower down so it's better. So there's soul sand bubble columns, and there is magma bubble columns. So as you can see, they look pretty different. So what they do is, I'm just gonna go into here, and if I stop flying right here, I actually get pushed all the way up, and I stay up. And if I go into the magma one, I get sucked down. So you could use this for like a water elevator kind of thing. And what's really interesting is it actually works with falling sand, like that, and falling anvils. So you could have an anvil floating in sand like that, and if you block them off, oh, I probably shouldn't have blocked it off with sand, but you can make like weird looking juggling machines. It looks really weird. But if you block it off, yeah, I don't think soul sand was a good option either. If you block it off, it'll all fall in. Well, there goes the anvil, and also items float. So this thing is not really good for an item elevator because items already float. So my personal favorite thing to do with this is to take some lit TNT. So if I go over here and I take my flint and steel and start lighting this, the TNT gets launched up into the air. So you could use this for a TNT cannon if you want, but that's pretty, like, you can make an underwater TNT cannon. That's pretty cool. And this is really only useful for trapping players underwater. Like, I am pressing spacebar, like you can hear me. But I am not going up because this bubble column is sucking me down. Let's move on to the next feature, which is turtles. The one thing we all want in Minecraft. Turtles, turtles, turtles. So, I got all these items that are turtle related. First, let's start with the actual turtle. So, this is what they look like, and if we have two, and we can breed them with seagrass, they'll do their kissy thing, and one of them will actually start laying eggs by like burying them. I guess that's what they do. So I don't know how long this takes exactly, but here is one turtle egg, and you can have 4 turtle eggs per block. So if we right click this with another turtle egg, it'll do like a really weird fertile, like the bone meal thing. So there's the second one. There's 3 eggs, and there is 4 eggs. Now I wonder if you can feed the eggs seagrass. No. But what sucks about these eggs, they are fragile and you can jump on them and break them. And someone who likes to break turtle eggs are these guys, husks, who like killing turtle eggs because they're cruel creatures. What is wrong with you? Speaking about killing turtles, if you do decide to be a cruel husk like him, you get this thing which is called a scoot. Now if you get this, you can make this thing, which is the turtle shell, which is putting these things in helmet formation, and you get the turtle shell. Now this is what it looks like. It looks like a Koopa Troopa, and it gives you 10 seconds of water breathing, but it doesn't start counting down until you get into the water. So once I'm in the water, it'll start counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it'll end. There we go. And if we go back up, we get our 10 seconds back. So I guess it's pretty good for like maybe, I don't know what you could use the turtle shell for, but it does look pretty awesome. Now if you somehow run out of seagrass because like there isn't plenty enough on the ground, you can actually take some bone meal and you can bone meal the ground. You can actually bone meal gravel underwater and get more seagrass because you somehow ran out of it, even though it's everywhere. So that's the turtle. Best feature so far in Minecraft in the world. So next feature is fish. So we already have our anvil floating there. We already saw the salmon. There's 3 types of fish. So there's salmon, cod, and pufferfish. This is what the salmon looks like. It's pretty cool. It has like two little segments, and over here we have a school of cod. So this is what cod look like. They're just regular brown fish, and we do have a group of salmon over there. Now let's see if we can find a pufferfish while we swim with our new animation. Yeah, we can actually swim now. It's pretty cool. Swimming is realistic. And you can actually swim faster if you press Control and hold W, like sprinting. So I don't want to go too far because I want to stay near my island so I can show you more stuff. And there it is. Okay, I didn't lose the island. So Let's try going this way and see if we can find some puffer fish. So as you can see, the water actually does get darker and lighter. It gets darker in some areas and it's lighter in other areas. That's because there's also different ocean types. So right now, if you look in the section where the coordinates are and you go down a few, you'll see cold ocean. We are in a cold ocean right now. And if we keep moving around, we'll find a deep cold ocean. And there's actually like different types of temperatures. So if we go over here, this is actually a beach. Just a regular beach. So if we go, if it stops lagging over here, we'll find some more deep cold ocean. Is there no other ocean? There's just cold oceans around here. I guess it's just cold oceans. So it does come in different temperatures. There's warm oceans, there's lukewarm oceans. And this is actually an underwater ravine filled with magma and bubble columns. So you might want to watch out for that. So I guess we haven't found a pufferfish, so I'll just show you with my spawn egg. Oh, wait a second. Nope, that's just cod. That looked like a pufferfish combined. So if I get my pufferfish egg, my pufferfish spawn egg, this is a pufferfish right here. So as you can see, they come in 3 states. There is this tiny version, this slightly inflated version, and oh my. And if we go even closer, they'll get even more puffed, and we do get poison if we go near them, so they are dangerous. But if you kill them, they drop just pufferfish. So you can also get buckets. So if we get a water bucket and we find a fish, let's just go to this salmon. Why not? And we get a salmon bucket. Now what you can do with the salmon bucket, you can dump the salmon out on land, and they do start flopping. So if I have a pufferfish, looks like a little Nemo dude, I'll just move you into the ocean. And if we take some cod and just spawn it, it'll flop sideways, and salmon will also flop sideways. You just saw that split second as I dumped the salmon onto the land. So last thing is the trident. If I can open this chest. This is what the trident looks like. It takes up 2 spaces in the inventory thing because Mojang decided, let's make it humongous and take up everything. So where you can find these things, because I did actually find, oh my, okay, I did actually find an ocean ruins. That's what they're called. There's 2 versions. There's the stone one, which is this one right here, which spawns in oceans with gravel in the bottom, and if you dig enough, you'll find a chest, and you'll have something water related, like a fishing rod, or if you're lucky enough, the trident. So I did also find another one which is desert related. Yeah. So let me just get these coordinates over here and just set my spawn. So now that we set our spawn here, we can go to the other one. So this is the ocean. We're gonna click here, enter. So here is where the other version is. Here's like a desert-y version. And if we press F3, as you can see, now we are in a lukewarm ocean and not a cold ocean. And here you're gonna find more cod, while in the cold oceans you're gonna find more salmon. So if we dig and dig and dig, there we go. Fishing rod with mending. That's actually pretty good. So let's head back up. As you can see, we're pretty far away. So let's just do /kill. Okay. And let's respawn once the chunks load. Okay, we're back on our island. So if you do find a trident, which they haven't added yet, they'll add it soon to survival. Here is the trident right here. So here are the 4 enchantments you can use. You can actually use 6 enchantments. You can do these 4 and Unbreaking and Mending, but these are the ones exclusive for the Trident. So first, let's check out Loyalty, which is probably the most useful out of all of them. So once you have Loyalty, you can throw your Trident. Let me actually show you Trident normally. So here's a Trident. You can shoot it at a wall if you want to, or at your fishy foes. But if you have this Trident, my brand is better. It has Loyalty. It can come back to me. It's 50% off at your local the fish store near you. Not sponsored. You go Trident. So Loyalty comes in 3 levels, and I'm picking level 3 just for the simplicity of this video. But the other 2 just make it slower to return back to you. So let's look at the next one, which is Impaling. So if I take my Loyalty and I get Impaling, basically it's sharpness for fish and squid. It's basically sharpness for squid and fish and guardians and anything that lives underwater. So it's not really that useful unless you want to fish, like, and hunt down fishies. Let's see if I can hit this fish. I don't know if I can hit it. Oh, I hit the fish. Okay. No, I did. Yeah, I did hit the fish. Okay. And so next enchantments, we are going to need a thunderstorm. So let me just set the mood of this. So now it's all evil and stuff. So before we go on to the last enchantment, which is the most epic, which is channeling, let's check out Riptide. So Riptide can only work in 2 ways. If you are underwater, or if it is thundering like it is right now. So if you're underwater, basically what it does, you can like give yourself a boost. It's pretty cool. And you can charge toward your squid, because no one likes squids. You suck, Squidward. No one likes you. And if you're on land and there happens to be a thunderstorm, you can get your Impaling and your super deadly Trident, and you can float towards the heavens. But you're probably going to need Loyalty if you're doing this in survival. So, yeah. So the last and final awesome enchantment, I'm going to use this one actually, just so we don't get the Riptide and we start charging at everything, is Channeling. What does it do? It may seem like normal, but this poor turtle is about to see the fate of his life. He is going to get struck by lightning. That's what happens if you get Channeling. You get to strike lightning. Because that's awesome. But it only works with things in the overworld. Now, I had this idea to make a head farm. So now, you can actually make a head farm. You can get zombie heads and skeleton heads. I don't know why you would want these things, but it'd be pretty cool. So if you get an obsidian chamber like this, you spawn a creeper. And you get a zombie. So this unsuspecting zombie is about... Okay, so now we got a charged creeper and a zombie. Now this unsuspecting zombie does not know that this creeper is about to blow up. So if I take my flint and steel and I light this thing up, it will blow up and the zombie will drop his head. So there you go. There is a super duper easy way to make a head farm. All you need is a creeper farm, which you can just search up on YouTube on how to make it, and a mob farm right next to it. Now, this isn't the last thing. There is one more mob, and you might recognize this as soon as I spawn it. It is the mob from Minecon. The Phantom is finally here. And if you listen closely, it does this really raspy, whispery noise, and I don't know why, but they seem to really like these wood blocks. So, I hope you enjoyed this video about me looking at the stuff in the Snapshot. Once more things come out, I'll do some videos on that. And I'll try to make some interesting things with the new bubble columns because they seem really cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.